Hey there, my beloved child. I want you to take a deep breath and just listen to me for a moment. I'm here, right by your side, and I have something so beautiful to share with you today. You see, the favor I am placing on your life will be undeniable. It's not some distant hope or a maybe. It's real. It's powerful. And it's coming to you in ways you might not even imagine yet. Can you feel that? That gentle nudge in your heart telling you that good things are on their way? That's me, reminding you that you're never alone. I know life hasn't always been easy. Sometimes it feels like you're walking through a maze, unsure of which way to turn. But here's the truth. I'm clearing the path before you. The favor I'm giving you isn't just luck or coincidence. It's my hand moving on your behalf. You might be wondering, how does this favor show up? Well, it could be a sudden opportunity, a kind word that lifts your spirit, or doors opening where you thought there were walls. And sometimes, it's the quiet moments when you feel peace in the middle of chaos. That's favor too. Have you noticed little surprises lately? Maybe a smile from a stranger, an unexpected break, or a feeling of hope when you thought you'd run out. Those are signs. I want you to start paying attention to those moments. They're not random. They're whispers of my favor. I'm working behind the scenes, setting things in motion that will bless you beyond what you can ask or imagine. Can you share with me in the comments below what kind of favor you're hoping for? I love hearing your heart. You might ask, why me? Well, because I love you. Because you matter. Because I delight in blessing my children. Favor isn't about being perfect or having everything together. It's about my grace reaching you right where you are. So don't worry if you feel unworthy or unsure. My favor covers all of that. Imagine it like a warm blanket wrapped around you, protecting you and lifting you up. I'm not giving this favor to you to boast or to compare yourself with others. It's a gift, freely given, because you are my child. If you're feeling a little skeptical or wondering how long this will take, that's okay too. I understand. Patience is hard sometimes. But trust me, the timing is perfect. The favor I'm placing on your life is not delayed. It's unfolding exactly when it should. Sometimes, what looks like waiting is just me preparing something even better than you imagined, so keep your eyes open and your heart ready. And hey, if you're feeling encouraged by this message so far, why not give this video a like? It helps spread this love and hope to others who need it just as much as you do. Let's talk about what favor really means. It's like having me as your personal cheerleader, your advocate, your helper in every situation. Favor is me tipping the scales in your favor when life seems unfair. It's me giving you strength when you feel weak, wisdom when you're confused, and joy when you're down. You don't have to earn it. It's already yours. I'm just waiting for you to receive it fully. So, how does that feel to you? Can you imagine walking through your days knowing that my favor is like a shield around you? Type that feeling in the comment. I want to know what's stirring in your heart. Sometimes, favor looks like connection. People coming into your life who bring encouragement, help, or new opportunity. Sometimes it's about doors that close to keep you safe and doors that open wide to new adventure. It's my way of guiding you gently, even when you don't see the full picture. So if you've noticed new faces or unexpected chances lately, that's me moving. Don't be afraid to step through those doors. Trust me on this. I want you to remember, no matter what's happened before, this favor is fresh and new. It's not held back by past mistakes or failure. I'm not keeping score. My favor is about redemption and new beginning. So if you've been carrying guilt or shame, lay it down right now. You don't have to carry that burden anymore. Instead, walk forward with confidence, knowing that I'm backing you up, cheering you on, and showering you with favor that cannot be stopped. Here's a little secret. Sometimes favor feels quiet. It's not always loud or flashy. It can be a calm assurance that everything will be okay, even when the storm is raging. It's that still, small voice inside you, reminding you that I'm bigger than any problem you face. So when you feel overwhelmed, just pause and listen. I'm speaking, and if you want, share in the comments a time when you felt my favor quietly working in your life. Now, I'm going to ask you something else. If you want to keep feeling this connection, this encouragement, why not subscribe to this channel? That way, you won't miss out on the constant reminders of my unfailing love and favor in your life. I'm always with you, and I want you to feel that every day. Let's keep going, because there's so much more I want to say about the favor I am placing on your life. It's going to change how you see yourself and your future. You're not just lucky, you're chosen. You're not just surviving, you're thriving. In this favor, it's undeniable. So, are you ready to walk forward with your head held high, knowing that I'm right there with you? Keep that thought in your heart as we keep talking, because this is just the beginning of what I want to share with you today. I love that you're still here, listening, because it means your heart is open to receive what I'm pouring out for you. You see, this favor I'm placing on your life isn't about just a few moments of blessing here and there. It's about a whole new way of living, one where you walk in confidence, peace, and purpose every single day. Imagine waking up knowing that no matter what comes your way, you have a divine advantage. That's what favor does. It shifts your perspective from fear to faith, from doubt to certainty. And the beautiful thing is, you don't have to do anything to earn it. It's already yours, waiting for you to reach out and claim it. Now, let's talk about how favor works when things around you don't seem to make sense. Maybe you're in a season where doors are closing and it feels like you're stuck or even losing ground. I want you to know that this is not the absence of my favor. Sometimes it's the preparation for something bigger and better. Like a gardener pruning a tree so it can grow stronger and bear more fruit, I'm working in your life in ways you can't always see. It might feel uncomfortable or confusing right now, but trust me, this is part of the process. I'm shaping your story, removing what holds you back, and making room for the favor to flow freely. So when you feel discouraged, remind yourself that this is just a season, not your destiny. And here's something else that's so important to remember. Favor is not a competition. It's It's not about you being better than someone else. It's about my love for you, uniquely tailored to your journey. When you see others receiving blessings or opportunity, don't let envy or comparison steal your joy. Celebrate with them, because their favor doesn't take away from yours. There is more than enough for everyone. In fact, being happy for others actually opens the door wider for you to receive even more of my goodness. So, how do you feel about that? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever struggled with jealousy or comparison? Let's talk about it. Because I want to help you walk in freedom from those feelings. One of the most beautiful things about favor is how it shows up in relationships. Sometimes it's the right person coming into your life at just the right time. Maybe it's a friend who offers encouragement when you're feeling low, a mentor who guides you, or even a stranger who shows unexpected kindness. These connections are no accident. They're part of the favor I'm sending your way. Don't underestimate the power of these moments. They're the threads weaving a tapestry of support and love around you. And when you're the one who receives favor through others, don't forget to be a channel of favor yourself. Share kindness, encouragement, and love. Because favor multiplies when it flows through you. I also want to remind you about how favor impacts your mind and spirit. It's not just about external blessings or opportunity. It's about inner transformation. Favor brings clarity when your thoughts are foggy, peace when anxiety tries to take over, and strength when you feel weak. It's like a light shining in the darkest corners of your heart, illuminating what's good and true. So when negative thoughts creep in, remember that favor is bigger. It can silence those lies and fill you with hope. Try this. Each morning, say to yourself, I am favored, I am loved, I am chosen. Speak those words with confidence because they are true. And if you want, write down how that affirmation changes your day and share it with me in the comment. I want to celebrate your breakthroughs with you. Sometimes, favor looks like timing that's perfectly orchestrated. You might be praying and wondering when your breakthrough will come, feeling like it's taken forever. But trust me, I'm never late. When the time is right, everything will fall into place. It's like watching a beautiful sunrise. You can't rush it. But when it comes, it fills the sky with light and warmth. So keep holding on to hope, keep believing, and keep stepping forward even when the path isn't clear. I'm right there, guiding your step, making sure you don't miss the moment when your favor arrives. And here's something else I want you to hold on to. Favor often requires your participation. It's not just a passive gift. It's an invitation to move, to act, to step out in faith. Sometimes I'm waiting for you to take that first step. Whether it's reaching out for help, applying for that job, starting that project, or simply choosing joy in the face of difficulty. When you respond with courage and trust, favor flows more freely. It's like a dance between us. You move, I move. And together we create something beautiful. So, what's one step you feel ready to take? Today, share it with me below, and let's celebrate your courage. I know sometimes fear tries to hold you back, whispering doubts and worries. But favor is stronger than fear. When you feel afraid, remember that I'm your protector and your strength. Let my favor be the shield that blocks those fears from controlling you. Picture yourself wrapped in a glowing light of favor, safe and secure. Nothing can shake you when you're in this place. So when the fear comes, breathe deeply and remind yourself of my presence. You're not alone. You're deeply loved and fiercely supported. So, as you keep walking forward, keep your heart open to all the ways favor might show up. It might surprise you, delight you, or even challenge you. But always remember, it's a sign of my love and my plans for you to live a life full of joy, purpose, and peace. And now, as you reflect on everything I've shared so far, I want you to ask yourself, what does favor feel like in your life today? Is it a quiet peace, an unexpected gift, a new connection, or a bold step of faith? Take a moment to feel into that, and if you're comfortable, share your experience with me right here in the comments. I'm listening, and I'm so proud of how you're embracing this journey. There's so much more to say about this favor I'm placing on your life. Because it's not just for now, it's for your future too. It's going to change how you see yourself, how you relate to others, and how you move through the world. But before we dive deeper, I want you to take a moment and really let this truth sink in. Favor is not just a gift, it's a relationship. It's me walking with you every step of the way, cheering you on, guiding you, and loving you without condition. And with that in your heart, you're ready to see how favor will open new doors, create new paths, and bring new hope you never thought possible. So keep that thought close, because what comes next will help you understand just how powerful this favor truly is. How it's designed to lift you higher than you've ever dreamed. So, imagine this. Life can feel like a winding maze sometimes, can't it? You stand at a crossroad, unsure which way to turn. Worried that the next step might lead you away from the dreams I've placed deep inside your heart. But here, the beautiful truth, favor isn't just about doors swinging wide open. It's also about doors closing gently, softly nudging you toward the path made just for you. It's like I'm right there beside you, whispering, "Not this way, my child. Trust me, something greater is waiting." So when confusion or frustration shows up, remember, those moments are part of a bigger story. One written with endless love and care just for you. And as you begin to see favor, not just as something that happens to you, but as something you live and breathe, you start to notice it in the little thing, the quiet moment, the gentle nudges, the unexpected smiles from strangers, the timing of a phone call or message that feels like it was meant just for you. Favor is like a secret melody playing softly in the background of your life, inviting you to listen closer and dance along with its rhythm. It's in the way the sun warms your face on a chilly morning, or how a kind word from a friend lifts the weight from your shoulder. These small blessings are the threads weaving a tapestry of grace that surrounds you every day. Sometimes, favor asks you to slow down, to pause and take a breath instead of rushing ahead. In this fast-paced world, it's easy to miss these subtle, signs because you're so focused on the destination. But when you slow your pace, you create space for favor to move in ways you didn't expect. It might be a moment of clarity in a confusing situation, a fresh idea that sparks a new beginning, or a feeling of peace that settles deeply in your soul. These are the gifts hidden in the waiting, the treasures that reveal themselves only when you're still enough to receive them. I want you to think about how favor invites you to be present, not just for the big breakthroughs, but for every breath, every heartbeat, every small victory. Favor is alive in your ordinary days, making them extraordinary when you choose to see it. And here's something beautiful. When you start living from this place of awareness, you become a channel for favor to flow to others. Your presence, your kindness, your willingness to listen and to love become gifts that ripple out far beyond what you can see. You become part of a greater story, a story of hope, healing, and transformation that touches lives in ways you might never fully understand. Now, I want to gently remind you that favor also calls for faithfulness. It's not just about the moment, when everything feels easy or clear. Favor is there in the times when you keep showing up, even when the road is hard and the end feels out of sight. It's in your quiet prayers, your small acts of kindness, your choices to keep loving when it's easier to withdraw. This kind of faithfulness builds a foundation that no storm can shake. It's like planting a seed deep in rich soil, knowing it will grow strong roots even if you don't see the sprout right away. Your steadfastness is a powerful expression of favor working through you, shaping you into the person you're meant to be. And here's a beautiful truth I want you to hold. Close favor is not earned by perfection or by never making mistakes. It's given freely because you are loved beyond measure. When you stumble or fall, favor meets you there with open arms, ready to lift you up and set you back on your path. So don't be afraid to be real, to be imperfect, to be you. Your authentic self is exactly what favor delights in. It's in your vulnerability, your courage to keep going, your willingness to trust even when the way is unclear. That's where favor shines brightest. As you walk this journey, I invite you to practice gratitude, not just for the big wins, but for the everyday graces that fill your life. Gratitude is like a magnet for favor. When you thank me and those around you for the blessings you see, and even for the challenges that teach you valuable lessons, you open your heart wider. This openness allows favor to flow more freely, to multiply, and to transform your life in ways that surprise and delight you. So today, why don't you share in the comments one small thing you're grateful for right now? It could be something simple, a cup of coffee, a hug, a song that touched your heart. Let's celebrate these moments of grace together. Favor also invites you to dream big, not in a way that pressures or overwhelms you, but in a way that stretches your heart and mind toward the possibilities I have for you. Your dreams are whispers of the life I've imagined for you, glimpses of the good things waiting on the horizon. When you nurture these dreams with hope and faith, you create space for favor to work miracles. And even if the path to those dreams isn't clear yet, trust that every step you take is preparing you for what's ahead. Sometimes, favor works behind the scene, aligning circumstances, opening doors, and connecting you with the right people at just the right time. And speaking of people, remember that you're never alone in this journey. I am always with you, but I also place companions along your path. Friends, mentors, family, even strangers who become unexpected blessings. These relationships are part of the favor that surrounds you. When you lean into these connections, when you ask for help or offer it freely, you create a web of support that carries you through the tough times and celebrates with you in the joyful one. So if you've been holding back from reaching out, maybe today is the moment to take that step. Share your heart, ask for guidance, or simply say thank you to someone who's been there for you. Favor also invites you to embrace change. Sometimes, the way forward looks different from what you imagine, and that can feel unsettling. But change is often the gateway to new blessing, new growth, and new expressions of favor. When you resist change, you might miss out on the amazing thing waiting just beyond your comfort zone. So lean into the unknown with trust, knowing that I am guiding you every step of the way. Even when the road twists and turns, favor is your constant companion, lighting your path and steadying your step. And finally, favor calls you to live boldly, to step into the fullness of who you are without hesitation or fear. You were created with unique gifts, a radiant spirit, and a purpose that only you can fulfill. Favor is the wind beneath your wing, giving you the courage to soar higher than you ever thought possible. So take that next step, speak that truth, share that love, and know that with every move you make toward your calling, favor is there, lifting, guiding, and celebrating you. So as you sit with all this, let your heart open wide to receive the fullness of favor in your life. Let it change the way you see yourself, the world, and the incredible journey ahead. And if you feel moved to share, tell me in the comments what receiving favor looks like to you, how it feels, how it shows up, or how you hope to experience it more deeply. I'm here, listening, celebrating every moment with you, and ready to walk beside you into all the beautiful things that are coming. Just remember, favor is not a one-time gift or a fleeting moment. It's a living, breathing presence that grows with you, shapes you, and surrounds you every day. And as you continue to walk this path, keep your eyes and heart open to the ways favor is moving. Sometimes loud and clear, sometimes soft and subtle. Always working for your good and your growth. Because favor isn't just about where you're going. It's about who you're becoming along the way. And as you grow in this awareness, you begin to notice that favor isn't just something that happens to you. It's something you can invite in, something you can nurture. It's like tending a garden. You don't just plant seeds and then forget about them. You water, you care, you protect what's growing. Favor blossoms when you cultivate it with intention and openness. So, consider this a gentle invitation to tend your own garden of favor. What are you planting in your heart and mind today? What thoughts, attitudes, and actions are you nurturing that will allow favor to flourish? Maybe it's kindness toward yourself when things don't go as planned, or patience when the answers feel far away. Maybe it's the choice to forgive, to release old hurts, or to celebrate even the smallest progress. Favor also flourishes when you align yourself with truth, your deepest truth and the truth of love that I pour into your life. When you stand in honesty, even when it's hard, favor meets you there with grace. It doesn't require perfection, but it does ask for courage, the courage to face your fear, to speak your truth, and to live authentically. This authenticity becomes a beacon, drawing favor like a magnet, creating pathways where before there were walls. So, take a moment right now to ask yourself, in what areas of your life am I ready to be more honest, more true to who I really am? What parts of myself am I ready to bring into the light, trusting that favor will meet me there? And here's something truly wonderful. Favor often shows up in the way you respond to challenges. It's easy to think that favor means everything will be easy or that obstacles won't come your way. But favor is more like a faithful friend walking beside you through the storm. Not always making them disappear, but giving you strength and hope to keep going. Sometimes favor whispers, "You're stronger than you realize," or offers a sudden insight that turns a problem inside out. Other times, it's the quiet peace that settles in your heart when you feel like giving up. These moments of grace are just as much a part of favor as the joyful victory. So, if you're facing something difficult right now, know that favor is right there with you, holding your hand and reminding you that you are never alone. Favor also invites you to be generous, not just with others, but with yourself. You might be surprised at how often you hold back favor from flowing freely because you're afraid you don't. Deserve it, or that it's selfish to ask for good things. But favor is not a limited resource. It's abundant, overflowing, and meant to be shared. When you give yourself permission to receive favor, you open the door for even more blessings to enter your life. And when you share those blessings, whether through kindness, encouragement, or simply your presence, you multiply favor in ways that ripple far beyond what you can imagine. So today, take a moment to offer yourself some grace and kindness. One way you can be gentle with yourself right now, allowing favor to flow in more fully. Another beautiful aspect of favor is how it connects you to the bigger picture. Life is not just about the here and now. It's part of a vast, unfolding story that includes every soul and every moment. Favor weaves you into this story, linking you with others in ways that create a tapestry of love and purpose. Sometimes you'll meet people who seem to come out of nowhere, yet their presence feels destined. Their words exactly what you needed to hear. These are moments when favor is at work, orchestrating connections that heal, teach, and inspire. So keep your heart open to the people around you. Each encounter holds the potential for favor. Whether it's a smile exchanged with a stranger, a deep conversation with a friend, or the support of someone who believes in you when you don't. Believe in yourself, and as you continue to walk this path, I encourage you to keep asking questions, not to doubt or to worry, but to explore and to grow. Questions like, how can I be more open to favor today? What is favor trying to teach me right now? How can I be a source of favor to those around me? These questions are like keys that unlock new doors, leading you deeper into the experience of grace and blessing. And remember, it's okay if you don't have all the answers right away. Sometimes the journey itself is the answer. Each step, each moment of seeking brings you closer to the heart of favor. I'd love to hear from you. Now, what's one way you've experienced favor recently, whether big or small? Maybe it was a moment that caught you by surprise, a feeling of peace in the middle of chaos, or the kindness of someone who showed up just when you needed it. Sharing your story can be a beautiful reminder to yourself and to others that favor is alive and active in our lives every day. So go ahead, leave a comment, and let your light shine. And as you do, keep this close. Favor isn't about rushing to the finish line or trying to force things to happen. It's about walking steadily, patiently, and with an open heart, trusting that every step is part of a greater dance. Sometimes the steps are clear and sure. Sometimes they're tentative and uncertain. But favor moves with you through it all. A gentle, steady presence that never lets go. So breathe deeply, rest when you need to, and keep moving forward with hope. There's so much more to explore about how favor shows up in your daily life. The way it encourages you to rest and recharge, the way it invites you to create space for joy and celebration, the way it helps you forgive and heal old wounds. These are the ways favor nurtures your soul and prepares you for the fullness of the life that awaits you. And just like the seasons, favor has its own timing. Sometimes a season of planting, sometimes one of growth, sometimes a season of harvest. So as you continue on, remember that favor is always working. Even when you can't see it yet, it's in the moments between moments, the silent whispers, the unseen blessings that shape your journey in ways you'll come to understand in time. Keep your eyes, your heart, and your spirit open, and you'll begin to recognize favor, not just as a gift, but as a faithful companion, walking right alongside you. And with that, let's pause here for a moment, inviting you to sit quietly with these thoughts, feeling the gentle presence of favor all around you, ready to guide you into the next part of this beautiful journey. And now, as you sit with that gentle presence of favor surrounding you, I want you to feel how deeply you are loved, not for what you do or what you achieve, but simply for who you are. You are my beloved child, and favor is one way I show you that love, a constant thread woven through the fabric of your life, even when the days feel heavy or the path unclear. Sometimes, favor feels like a soft whisper in the wind, a quiet reassurance that you are exactly where you need to be, even if you can't see the whole picture yet. Other times, it's a radiant light breaking through the clouds, illuminating the way forward with clarity and warmth. Both are beautiful, both are real, and both are yours to receive. I want you to imagine yourself wrapped in a warm, comforting light, the light of favor that cradles your heart and mind. This light is steady and unwavering, a gentle force that lifts you up when you're weary, and carries you through moments of doubt. When worry tries to creep in, this light reminds you that you are not alone, that you are held and supported beyond what you can see or understand. It's okay to lean into this light, to rest in it, to let it fill the spaces where fear or loneliness might try to settle. Let this be your safe place, your refuge, a wellspring of peace that you can return to again and again. Favor also invites you to slow down and notice the little miracles tucked into everyday life. Maybe it's the way the sunlight filters through the leaves, casting dappled patterns on the ground. Maybe it's the sound of laughter that bubbles up unexpectedly, or the kindness of a stranger who offers a smile or a helping hand. These moments, small as they may seem, are threads of favor weaving through your day. Reminders that beauty and grace are never far away. When you cultivate the habit of noticing these gifts, your heart begins to open wider and favor finds more room to grow. So, take a breath right now and see if you can spot one small favor that has touched your life recently. A moment, a word, a feeling that lifted you even slightly. Feel free to share it in the comments if you like, because your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. And as you become more attuned to these everyday blessings, you might start to recognize how favor gently nudges you toward growth. It doesn't always come as a grand gesture or a dramatic shift. Sometimes, favor is the quiet encouragement to try again after a setback. The inner voice that whispers, "You've got this," even when your confidence wavers. It's the patience to sit with discomfort instead of running from it, knowing that healing and transformation often take time. Favor walks with you through the slow, sometimes messy process of becoming more fully yourself, more aligned with your true purpose and joy. It's not about rushing or forcing change, but about trusting the rhythm of your own unfolding. Favor also teaches you about surrender. Not the kind that means giving up, but the kind that means letting go of control and trusting in the flow of life. When you release the need to have everything figured out or to make everything happen on your timeline, you create space for favor to move in ways you might never have imagined. This surrender is a courageous act, a deep expression of faith in yourself and in the greater good that's always working behind the scenes. It's like opening your hand to release a bird that's been perched there. Sometimes it's scary to let go, but when you do, you witness the beauty of freedom and the unexpected blessings that come when you trust the process. And here's something that might surprise you. Favor often thrives in community. You were never meant to journey alone. The connections you build with friends, family, mentors, and even strangers are part of the tapestry that carries favor forward. When you reach out, when you ask for help or offer support, you create a flow of energy that lifts everyone involved. Maybe you're the one receiving favor in the form of encouragement or guidance. Or maybe you're the one extending favor by simply being present and listening. Both roles are sacred, both are vital. So, think about the relationships in your life today. Is there someone you can reach out to, someone you can encourage, or someone with whom you can share a moment of genuine connection? Your willingness to engage opens the door for favor to multiply in beautiful and unexpected ways. And as you continue to nurture this awareness, remember that favor is not a destination, but a journey. A dance between you and the universe, between your heart and the divine. There will be days when favor feels like a flood, washing over you in waves of blessing and ease. And days when it feels like a quiet, steady drip, patiently filling your well, little by little. Both are part of the rhythm, both are gifts. So be gentle with yourself when the flow seems slow. Trust that even in the stillness, favor is at work, preparing you for the next season of growth and joy. Now, I want to invite you to take a moment and reflect on this. What is one small step you can take today to welcome more favor into your life? It might be as simple as offering yourself a kind word, reaching out to a friend, or pausing to notice a blessing you might have overlooked. Whatever it is, know that this small act is powerful. It's a way of saying yes to the grace that surrounds you and yes to the unfolding story of your life. And as you breathe in this truth, feel the gentle presence of favor walking right beside you, steady and sure, ready to guide you into all that lies ahead. And as you hold that gentle presence close, I want you to know something even deeper. Favor is not just about the moments when things go smoothly or when blessings arrive in easy ways. Sometimes, favor looks like courage rising in your heart. When the world feels heavy, or like resilience blooming quietly in the cracks of hardship. It's the unseen strength that carries you through times when giving up feels like the easier choice. Yet you keep putting one foot in front of the other. Favor doesn't always shout. Often, it whispers through your perseverance, your willingness to keep showing up for yourself and for those you love. It's in those small, brave acts that favor is weaving its magic most profoundly. I want you to picture this, favor as a river beneath the surface of your life, flowing steadily even when the waters above seem still or turbulent. You might not always see it clearly, but it's there, moving with purpose and grace, shaping the landscape of your journey in ways you might not understand yet. Sometimes, the river carves new paths, gently redirecting your steps toward unexpected places of growth and joy. Other times, it nourishes the soil beneath your feet, strengthening your roots so you can stand taller and more firmly. This river of favor is constant, a sacred current that never runs dry, inviting you to trust its flow even when the path ahead is hidden. Favor also invites you to embrace your own unique rhythm, your own way of being in the world that reflects the beautiful, one-of-a-kind spirit I created in you. There's no need to compare your journey to others or to rush towards someone else's version of success or happiness. Favor honors your pace, your timing, your personal unfolding. It's like a dance that only you can perform, with steps that sometimes feel uncertain, but are always leading you toward greater alignment with your true self. So if you find yourself hesitating or doubting, remember that favor is patient. It waits with open arms, encouraging you to keep moving, keep exploring, keep trusting the melody of your own heart. And here's a gentle reminder. Favor flourishes in gratitude. When you take even a moment each day to acknowledge the gifts you have, the breath in your lung, the beating of your heart, the love that surrounds you, you open the door wider for favor to enter. Gratitude is like a magnet that draws more blessings into your life. Not because you have to be perfect or have everything figured out, but simply because you're willing to notice and appreciate the good, no matter how small. So maybe right now, you can think of 3 simple things you're grateful for today. They don't have to be big or grand, just real. And if you feel moved, I'd love for you to share one of those in the comments, because your gratitude might inspire someone else to see the beauty in their own day. Favor also teaches you about the power of forgiveness, both for yourself and for others. Sometimes, the weight of past mistakes or hurts can feel like a heavy chain that holds you back from stepping fully into the favor that's waiting for you. But when you choose to forgive, you are freeing yourself to move forward with a lighter heart. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or excusing what happened. It means releasing the grip of pain and resentment so that you can create space for healing and new possibilities. It's one of the kindest gifts you can give yourself, and it opens a path for favor to flow more freely into your life, clearing away barriers that might have seemed insurmountable. And as you walk this path, remember that favor often arrives wrapped in humility and openness. It's not about arrogance or entitlement, but about a quiet confidence rooted in knowing you are worthy of love and goodness simply because you exist. When you approach life with an open heart and a willingness to receive, you invite favor to show up in unexpected ways, through a chance meeting, a timely word, or an opportunity that feels perfectly aligned with your deepest desire. Sometimes, favor looks like a door opening that you didn't even know was there. And your willingness to step through is what makes the magic happen. I want you to think about the areas in your life where you might be holding back, where fear or doubt has been keeping you from fully embracing favor. What would it feel like to release those fears, even just a little bit, and allow yourself to receive the goodness that's already flowing toward you? You don't have to have all the answers or be perfectly ready. Simply saying yes to favor, even in the smallest way, can shift your entire experience. It can spark a new beginning, a fresh breeze that carries you forward with renewed hope and joy. And here's a tender truth. Favor is not just about what happens to you. It's also about what happens through you. Your kindness, your generosity, your willingness to show up authentically for others creates ripples of favor that extend far beyond what you can see. When you give love and support, you become a channel for favor to move through the world, lighting up the lives of those around you. This is a sacred exchange, a beautiful flow of energy that nourishes both giver and receiver. So I invite you to ask yourself, how might you be a bearer of favor today? Maybe it's a smile, a listening ear, a word of encouragement, or a simple act of kindness. Your small gesture could be the spark that lights someone else's way. As you feel the presence of favor surrounding you now, steady and sure, remember that this is just the beginning of a lifelong dance. A journey of trust, growth, surrender, and love. Favor is your companion, your ally, your friend. It is with you in the quiet moments and in the celebration, in the challenges and in the victory. And as you continue to walk forward, keep your heart open, your eyes attentive, and your spirit willing to embrace the beautiful mystery of this unfolding story. Take a deep breath, feeling the warmth of favor resting gently on your shoulder. And know that with each step you take, you are moving toward greater peace, purpose, and joy. And even if the path twists and turns, the current of favor is always flowing beneath you, guiding you home. So go ahead, take that small step, reach out, forgive, be grateful, and share your light. The world is waiting to receive the unique gift that only you can give. And now, as you rest in this knowing, I invite you to hold this question softly in your heart. What is one way you can be a source of favor in someone else's life today? When you're ready, I'd love for you to share your thoughts or your intention in the comments below. Because your light might be exactly what someone else needs to see right now. And as you breathe in this beautiful truth, feel the river of favor flowing beneath you, steady and sure, ready to carry you forward into all the possibilities that await. Knowing that you are deeply loved, infinitely supported, and wonderfully made. And as you hold that river of favor close, feel it coursing through your being like a gentle pulse, steady, sure, alive. It's not just an outside force or something distant. It's woven into the very fabric of who you are. You are made from favor. You are cradled in favor. Every breath you take is a gift wrapped in it. Every heartbeat a reminder that you belong to a greater story of grace and kindness. So when the days feel long or the nights heavy, lean into that truth. Let it be a soft place to rest your weary soul. Sometimes, favor might look like the quiet moments when you choose to be still instead of rushing. When you listen deeply to your own need and honor them without guilt. It's the courage to say no to what drains you and yes to what feeds your spirit. Even if that means stepping away from expectations or obligations that don't serve your highest good, that's favor working gently in your life. Teaching you boundaries, self-respect, and the beautiful art of self-care. It's okay to protect your energy. It's okay to nourish your heart. Favor delights in your wholeness. And favor also dances. With your dreams, it whispers encouragement when your hopes feel fragile or far away. Reminding you that the seeds you plant today, no matter how small or uncertain, are growing beneath the surface. Sometimes the waiting feels endless, and doubt tries to cloud your vision, but favor is the quiet gardener, tending to your soul's deepest desire. Trust in that process, even when you can't see the blooms yet. Trust that every step you take toward your dream, even the tiniest one, is held in the hands of love and possibility. There will be days when the world seems to push back, when obstacles rise up like mountains, and you wonder if favor has forgotten you. Those moments are part of the journey too. They are invitations to deepen your faith, not in the absence of struggle, but in the presence of a love that never abandons you. Favor doesn't always mean a clear path or a smooth road. Sometimes it's the strength to keep climbing, the grace, to keep believing, and the hope that whispers softly, you are not alone. Even in the hardest times, favor is there, cradling you, urging you forward with gentle hand. And remember, favor is a mirror reflecting back the goodness within you. When you treat yourself with kindness, speak to yourself with compassion, and honor your own worth, you open the door wider for favor to enter. It loves the light you shine on yourself, the acceptance, the forgiveness, the celebration of your unique journey. So if you catch yourself in moments of self-criticism or doubt, pause and breathe. Imagine wrapping yourself in a warm embrace, as if you were the most cherished person in the world. Because you are, and favor delights in that truth. Now I want you to imagine a circle of connection that includes you and all the souls you touch. Favor moves freely within this circle, weaving threads of love, healing, and hope from one heart to another. Your presence in this circle matters deeply. Your kindness, your laughter, your tears, they all ripple outward in ways you may never fully see or understand. When you choose to be open, authentic, and loving, you become a beacon of favor, inviting others to step into the light and remember their own worth. This sacred exchange is a dance of giving and receiving that lifts us all higher. And here's something beautiful to hold on to. Every act of favor you extend to another returns to you multiplied. When you offer forgiveness, encouragement, or a helping hand, you plant seeds that blossom into blessings for yourself too. It's a circle of grace that knows no end. So don't underestimate the power of your small acts. They are the quiet miracles that change lives, including your own. As you think about this, maybe there's someone in your life who could use a little favor today. Someone who might need a kind word, a patient ear, or simply your presence without judgment. What would it look like for you to be that source of favor for them? Sometimes the simplest gestures carry the deepest love. If you feel moved, I invite you to share in the comments what small act of favor you might offer someone today. Your intention could be the gentle nudge that inspires another heart to open. Favor also calls you to be gentle with yourself when the journey feels slow or the progress seems invisible. Growth isn't always dramatic or loud. Often it's the quiet unfolding of your spirit, the subtle shifts in how you see yourself and the world. Celebrate those small victories, the moment when you choose hope over fear, kindness over judgment, or patience over frustration. Each one is a step deeper into favor's embrace. A soft unfolding toward the fullest expression of who you are meant to be. And in the times when you feel lost or unsure, remember that favor is a compass pointing you back home to your heart, your truth, your sacred essence. It's a presence that never leaves or forsakes you, even when the path seems unclear. You carry it within you always, a steady flame that can guide you through any darkness. So as you move forward, hold these truths gently. Favor is patient. Favor is kind. Favor is always available to you. It's in your breath, your heartbeat, your smile, and your tear. It's the unseen current beneath your feet, the quiet strength in your soul, and the gentle invitation to keep going. Keep loving, keep dreaming, and now, as you sit with all this, I want you to take a moment to feel into your own heart. What does favor feel like to you right now? Is it warmth, peace, hope, or something else? There's no right or wrong answer, just your own beautiful experience. If you feel called, share one word or feeling in the comments below. Your honesty could be the light that helps someone else connect with their own experience of favor. Take another deep breath, and as you do, imagine the river of favor flowing steadily beneath you. Strong, sure, and endlessly patient, ready to carry you forward into the unfolding story of your life. And with that image resting softly in your mind, let yourself be curious about what comes next on this journey. What new ways favor might surprise you, challenge you, and bless you as you continue to walk forward with an open heart. Because favor is not a destination. It's a living, breathing companion walking right beside you in every step you take. And as you lean into that companionship, remember that favor often shows up in the most unexpected moment. Like a soft breeze on a sweltering day, or a sudden smile from a stranger that warms your heart. It might arrive disguised as a challenge that stretches you beyond what you thought possible, or as a quiet answer whispered in the stillness of your soul. Favor is creative and playful, sometimes surprising you with gifts you didn't even know to ask for. It delights in mystery and magic, in the dance between what you plan and what unfolds beyond your control. So, when you find yourself caught in the tension between your hopes and the reality around you, take a breath and invite favor to surprise you. Let go of the need to control every outcome, and instead, open your hands and heart to receive what is, coming in its own perfect time. Trust that even the detours and delays are part of a larger, living design meant to shape your spirit and deepen your understanding of grace. Favor also invites you to be curious about your own story. What patterns have you noticed that either invite favor in or seem to block it? Are there beliefs you carry that tell you you're unworthy? Or fears that whisper you must earn love and kindness? Gently question those voices. They are not the truth of who you are. You are inherently worthy, created in love, held in favor from the very beginning. Sometimes, the biggest act of favor you can offer yourself is the courage to rewrite the stories you tell about yourself. Replacing doubt with faith, judgment with compassion, and fear with hope. And in those moments when self-doubt creeps in, remember that you are not alone. Reach out to a friend, a family member, or even a stranger who might be walking a similar path. Connection is a powerful channel through which favor flows. When you share your vulnerability, you create space for others to do the same, weaving a tapestry of support and understanding that lifts everyone higher. So don't hesitate to ask for help or to share your heart. It's not a sign of weakness, but a beautiful expression of your humanity and your willingness to be held in favor by others. Favor also calls you to celebrate the unique gifts you bring to the world. There is no one else like you, no one with your exact combination of experiences, talents, and perspectives. Your light is needed, even when it feels small or hidden. Maybe favor is inviting you to step into your creativity, to speak your truth, or to offer your kindness in ways you've been hesitant to try. Remember, the world is brighter because you are in it. Every smile you share, every word of encouragement you speak, every moment of presence you give. These are gifts wrapped in favor that ripple out far beyond what you see. It's okay to rest when you need to, too. Favor honors your rhythms and your need for renewal. Sometimes the greatest favor you can do for yourself and others is to simply be still. To recharge your spirit so you can return to your path with fresh eyes and a full heart. Don't rush the process. Growth is a gentle unfolding, a dance between effort and ease, between movement and pause. Trust the timing of your own life as you would trust a dear friend. And as you walk this path, notice how favor is inviting you to be present, to really be here, right now. In the laughter of children, the colors of the sunset, the taste of your favorite meal, the quiet moments before sleep. Presence is a sacred gift you give yourself and the world, a way to anchor yourself in the flow of grace that surrounds you. When you are fully present, you become a clear channel for favor to move through you, touching others in ways both seen and unseen. If you feel comfortable, I invite you to share in the comments one small moment from your day where you noticed favor at work, whether it was a kind word, a moment of peace, or a simple blessing. Your story could be the gentle reminder someone else needs to recognize favor in their own life today. And as you continue to move forward, keep this close. Favor is not about perfection or having it all figured out. It's about showing up with an open heart, with willingness and vulnerability, and trusting that you are enough just as you are. Favor is a soft place to land when the world feels hard, a steady hand to hold when the way is uncertain, and a light to guide your step when the night feels long. So, take another breath. Feel the steady pulse of favor beneath you and step forward with the quiet confidence that you are deeply loved and endlessly supported. The path may twist and turn, but favor walks with you through every bend and every valley, never letting go. And in this sacred journey, let yourself wonder what new door might favor be inviting you to open next. What hidden blessing waits just beyond your sight, ready to bloom in its own time. The invitation is always there, gentle and persistent, urging you to keep moving, keep trusting, and keep dreaming. With all this in your heart, now imagine yourself standing at the edge of a vast, open field, a place of possibility and promise. The horizon stretches endlessly before you, painted with the soft hues of dawn. This field is your next chapter, a space where favor can grow wild and free, where your dreams can take root and flourish without fear or hesitation. And as you take your first step into this field, feel the earth steady beneath your feet. Breeze whispering encouragement in your ear. You don't have to have all the answers, and you don't have to see the whole path. You only need to take the next step with faith that favor is lighting the way. Pause here for a moment. What does this new beginning feel like to you? Is there a sense of excitement or maybe a little nervousness? Both are okay. Both are part of the beautiful, unfolding dance of life and favor. Hold that feeling gently, knowing it's a sign you are alive and moving forward. And as you stand there, ready to walk into the unknown, remember, favor is not just behind you or beside you, it's within you. A steady flame that can never be extinguished. A sacred promise that you are always held, always seen, always cherished. So take that step, beloved, and know that favor is with you every step of the way. And as you walk deeper into this field of possibility, remember that favor isn't a destination you reach. It's a companion on your journey, a gentle presence that moves with you, sometimes softly humming in the background, sometimes bursting forth in radiant light. Favor doesn't rush you or push you. It invites you to dance at your own pace, to listen closely to the rhythms of your heart and the whispers of your soul. Sometimes that dance is slow and tender, like the first rays of sunlight warming your skin after a long night. Other times, it's wild and joyful, a celebration of everything you are becoming. Favor delights in your authenticity. It knows that the truest way to receive its blessings is by being fully yourself. Not a version polished to meet expectations or shaped by fear, but the real, beautifully imperfect you. So whenever you feel the urge to hide parts of yourself or shrink because of doubt, pause. Take a breath and remind yourself that you are worthy exactly as you are. Your quirks, your scars, your dreams, they are all threads in the vibrant tapestry of your life. Each one a doorway through which favor can enter. You might find favor in the simple acts of kindness you offer others, too. When you reach out with a listening ear, a word of encouragement, or a small gesture of love, you become a vessel for favor's flow. It moves through your hands and heart, touching lives in ways you may never fully see. This is one of the beautiful mysteries of favor. It multiplies when shared. The love you give returns to you in unexpected ways, often when you least expect it, but most need it. So keep giving, keep loving, keep being the gentle light that you are. And on days when the weight of the world feels heavy and the path ahead seems shrouded in fog, lean into favor's quiet strength. It's okay to feel uncertain or afraid. These feelings don't mean you're failing. They mean you're human. Even in those moments, favor is holding you, steady and unwavering. You might not see it clearly, but imagine it as a warm, golden thread weaving through your life, connecting you to hope, resilience, and a love that never fades. Sometimes, favor asks you to trust without knowing how things will unfold. It's like planting a seed in the earth. You don't see the roots growing beneath the surface, but you trust that with time, water, and care, a beautiful bloom will emerge. This trust doesn't mean passivity. It means active hopefulness, a willingness to take the next step even when the whole staircase is invisible. It's a courage born of faith, quiet strength that says, I am safe to move forward because favor walks with me. I want to invite you now to take a moment to reflect on the ways favor has shown up in your life recently. Maybe it was a moment of clarity in the midst of confusion, a door that opened when you least expected. or a gentle nudge that led you toward something new. If you feel called, please share one small way favor has touched your life in the comments below. Your story might be the light that someone else needs right now. A reminder that none of us walk alone and that favor is always present, always. Ready to meet us where we are. As you continue to open your heart to favor, remember that it also invites you to release what no longer serves you. Sometimes, holding on to old hurts, regrets, or limiting beliefs can block the flow of favor. Imagine these as heavy stones in your backpack. You don't have to carry them forever. Favor encourages you to gently set them down, to forgive yourself and others, and to create space for new blessings to enter. This act of letting go is itself a powerful form of favor, a gift of freedom and renewal. Favor loves your dream, even the ones that feel too big or too fragile to share. It celebrates your willingness to imagine a life filled with joy, purpose, and connection. No dream is too small or too grand. Each one is a seed planted in the fertile soil of your heart, waiting for the right moment to sprout. Trust that favor is tending to these dreams with care, watering them with hope and protecting them from doubt. And when you feel the call to rest, to pause and simply be, know that favor is there in that stillness, too. It honors your need for renewal, your need to breathe deeply and reconnect with the sacredness of the present moment. Rest is not wasted time. It's a vital part of the journey. It replenishes your spirit so you can move forward with clarity and strength. So, beloved, as you stand in this open field of possibility, take another deep breath and feel the expansive sky above you, the steady earth beneath your feet, and the gentle presence of favor surrounding you like a warm embrace. You are held, you are cherished, and you are infinitely capable of walking this path with grace and courage. And now, as you look ahead, what is one small step you feel called to take? Next, it might be reaching out to a friend, trying something new, or simply sitting in quiet reflection. Whatever it is, hold it gently in your heart and trust that favor will meet you there, ready to guide and support you in ways you may not yet imagine. Let yourself rest in that knowing for a moment, breathing in the peace and possibility that comes from being cradled in favor's endless love. The journey continues, and every step you take is a part of a beautiful unfolding story, one that is uniquely yours and profoundly blessed. And as you hold that small step close, remember that favor moves not just in big, sweeping gestures, but in the tiniest ripples of your everyday life. It's in the smile you share with a stranger, the quiet moment you take to breathe deeply, the choice to forgive yourself when things don't go as planned. These seemingly small acts are the threads that weave a tapestry of grace around your day. A subtle but steady current that carries you forward even when the path feels uncertain. Favor is patient with your pace. It knows that growth isn't a race or a checklist to complete, but a gentle unfolding, like the petals of a flower opening slowly to the morning sun. Sometimes, you might feel like you're standing still or even stepping backward. Please know that these moments are part of the dance too, They are the pauses where your spirit gathers strength, where your wisdom deepens, and where new insights begin to take root. In these quiet times, favor is there, whispering encouragement to your soul, reminding you that every season has its purpose. You may find that favor often shows up disguised as challenges or detours. When life redirects you in unexpected ways, it's easy to feel frustrated or lost. But favor invites you to see these moments as invitations to explore new terrains within yourself and in the world around you. Each twist and turn is a chance to discover resilience you didn't know you had, to meet parts of yourself that have been waiting for your attention, and to open doors to experiences that shape your journey in beautiful, unforeseen ways. Trust that even when the road seems rough, favor is walking beside you, steadying your step and lighting the way. It's also important to remember that favor doesn't mean perfection or an absence of struggle. It doesn't erase your pain or make life magically easy. Instead, favor is the gentle hand that supports you through hardship, the quiet strength that helps you rise again after a fall. It's the soft voice inside that says, "You are not alone," when the noise of doubt and fear threatens to overwhelm. This is a love that meets you exactly where you are, tender and unwavering, ready to catch you and lift you when you need it most. Sometimes you might wonder why favor seems to arrive for others more easily, or why your path feels harder. These thoughts are natural, but they don't reflect the truth of your worth or your journey. Favor is not a limited resource, nor is it a prize given only to a select few. It is abundant and accessible to all who open their hearts to receive it. Your unique path, with all its twists, turns, and timing, is perfectly designed for your growth and joy. When you compare, you dim your own light and overlook the quiet miracles happening in your life every day. Instead, celebrate the blessings you have and the ones that are quietly unfolding, trusting that your story is unfolding exactly as it should. In this spirit, I invite you to take a moment now and think about a recent challenge you faced. How did favor show up for you in that moment, even in the smallest way? Maybe it was a word of comfort, an unexpected solution, or simply the strength to keep going. If you feel moved, please share your experience in the comments below. Your story may be the gentle encouragement someone else needs right now, a reminder that favor is present even in the toughest time. As you continue to embrace favor, remember that it also calls you to nurture your own heart. Self-care is not selfish. It is a sacred act of honoring the divine spark within you. Whether it's through rest, creativity, movement, or simply sitting in silence, these moments replenish your spirit and open you to receive favor more fully. When you love and care for yourself, you align more deeply with the flow of grace that surrounds you, making it easier to recognize and welcome the blessings that come your way. Favor also invites you to cultivate gratitude, not as a mere habit, but as a heartfelt practice. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is already abundant, creating space for even more goodness to enter. Each day, try to find one thing, no matter how small, that brings you joy or peace. It could be the warmth of sunlight on your face, the sound of a loved one's laughter, or the comfort of a quiet moment. Let gratitude be a gentle song your heart sings, drawing favor closer with every note. And in the moments when you feel disconnected or weary, know that it's okay to ask for help. Favor often moves through the hands and hearts of others, friends, family, strangers, or even gentle strangers online who offer kindness and support. Reaching out is a sign of strength, not weakness. It opens the door for favor to flow through community and connection, reminding you that you are never truly alone on this journey as you move through your day. Keep your heart open to the unexpected ways favor might arrive. It could come as a new opportunity, a sudden insight, a moment of peace in the chaos, or a deepening connection with someone who understands you. These moments are gifts wrapped in the ordinary fabric of life, waiting for you to notice and cherish them. When you do, you participate in a sacred dance with the universe. A dance that celebrates your presence, your growth, and your unique light. So, beloved, as you continue to walk this path, carry with you the knowing that favor is not a distant idea, but a living, breathing reality that moves with you, for you, and because of you. It is a companion that delights in your authenticity, a guide that honors your pace, and a love that holds you steady through every step. Take another deep breath now, feeling the gentle rhythm of your heart, the steady beat of your life unfolding. Let that rhythm remind you of the sacred flow of favor that pulses through all things, connecting you to a vast and loving web of grace. And as you look ahead, consider this. What is one way you can invite favor more fully into your daily life? Perhaps it's through a simple practice, a shift in perspective, or a new intention to carry with you. Whatever it is, hold it softly in your mind and heart, knowing that favor is already there, ready to meet you in that very space. And as you cradle that intention gently, remember that inviting favor is less about forcing outcomes and more about creating a space within yourself. A sacred space where openness, trust, and patience can reside together. It's like tending to a garden. You plant the seeds with care, you water them with hope, but you also allow the earth to work its magic in its own time. Sometimes the growth is slow, almost imperceptible, and other times it bursts forth suddenly in a bloom of unexpected beauty. Your role is to be present, to nurture, and to celebrate every sign of life. No matter how small, favor loves the humble heart, the one willing to lean into vulnerability and authenticity. It delights in your willingness to show up as you truly are, without masks or pretense. When you release the need to control or predict, you make room for the divine currents to carry you to places beyond your imagining. This surrender is not a giving up, but a giving over. A conscious choice to trust that the universe, in its infinite wisdom, knows the perfect timing and the perfect path for you. It's in this sacred trust that favor often finds its most fertile ground. Sometimes you may feel tempted to rush, to push, or to demand signs that favor is near. When these feelings arise, I invite you to pause and breathe deeply. Feel the gentle rhythm of your breath as it flows in and out, a reminder that life itself is a cycle of ebb and flow. In those moments, whisper to yourself, I am here, I am present, and I am open. These words are like a quiet prayer, a beacon that calls favor closer, inviting it to dance with you in the present moment. And speaking of dancing with favor, did you know that joy is one of its favorite partners? When you allow yourself to experience joy, not as a distant goal, but as a present reality, you create a magnetic field that draws even more goodness into your life. Joy doesn't have to be loud or extravagant. It can be the simple pleasure of a deep breath, the warmth of a morning cup of tea, or the gentle touch of a loved one's hand. These moments are gifts. And when you embrace them fully, you align yourself with a frequency that favor responds to naturally. It's also helpful to remember that favor often works through your own choices and action. It's not a magic wand that bypasses your efforts, but a loving force that supports and amplifies them. When you act with integrity, kindness, and courage, you create a ripple effect that invites favor to join you in co-creating your reality. Even small acts of courage, speaking your truth, setting a boundary, reaching out for connection, can open doors that seemed firmly closed. So, honor the power you hold as a co-creator in this dance of grace. Sometimes, favor may show up as a gentle nudge, a feeling, a thought, or a quiet intuition that guides you towards something or someone who will help you grow. It's easy to overlook these whispers when life is noisy and busy. But I encourage you to cultivate a practice of listening deeply. Whether through meditation, journaling, or simply sitting quietly in nature, create moments where you can hear the subtle voice of favor. When you respond to these nudges with openness and curiosity, you participate in a beautiful partnership with the divine flow. And here's a little secret. Favor delights in your gratitude, not only for the big blessings, but also for the everyday miracles, the unexpected smile, the timely word, the moment of peace amid chaos. When you express thanks for these, you invite favor to multiply those moments, creating a cascade of grace that can uplift your spirit even on the hardest day. So, take a moment now to think of one small thing today that brought you a spark of happiness or relief. If you feel comfortable, share it in the comments below. Your simple expression of gratitude might be the light someone else needs to see right now. Favor also invites you to be gentle with yourself when things don't unfold as you hope. Life's journey is filled with twists and turns, and sometimes the path feels steep or unclear. In those times, remember that favor is not absent. It may simply be working behind the scenes, weaving lessons and preparing you for what's next. Trust that every experience, even the difficult ones, holds a seed of growth and transformation. You are never alone in these moments, and your resilience is a testament to the favor that surrounds you. And as you continue to walk this path, know that favor is not just something you receive, but something you also give. Your kindness, your compassion, your willingness to lift others are all expressions of favor flowing through you. When you share your light, you create a ripple that touches more lives than you can see. This exchange is a sacred circle, an ongoing dance of giving and receiving that enriches your soul and the world around you. So, beloved, as you move forward, carry with you the gentle awareness that favor is alive within you. A vibrant current waiting to be discovered and embraced. It is patient and persistent, quiet and powerful. A loving companion that celebrates your every step. Notice how your heart opens a little wider with this knowing. How your spirit breathes a little easier as you welcome favor's presence more fully. Take a moment now to feel that open. That space where favor can enter freely. Imagine it like sunlight pouring through a window, warming every corner of your being, filling you with light and possibility. And as you sit with this image, consider, what is one small way you can practice receiving favor today? Without judgment or expectation, simply allowing it to be. Hold that thought softly, like a fragile bloom, ready to unfold in its own time. And as you hold that gentle thought, a simple invitation to receive favor without resistance, notice how your breath deepens, how your shoulders relax, and how a quiet smile might begin to play upon your lip. That's the subtle magic of opening up, the moment when the walls around your heart soften just enough to let the light in. It's okay if this feels new or unfamiliar. Every journey toward grace begins with a single step, often taken in the stillness of your own presence. Now, I want to share something tender with you. Favor often arrives disguised in the ordinary, wrapped in the fabric of everyday life. It's not always a grand event or a spectacular sign. Sometimes, it's the gentle hand that steadies you when you stumble. The unexpected kindness from a stranger, or the quiet peace that settles over your heart after a storm. These moments may seem small, but they are the threads that weave the tapestry of your blessed existence. When you start to see favor in these humble gifts, your world begins to shimmer with possibility. Remember, beloved, that favor is deeply connected to your sense of worthiness. You don't have to earn it through struggle or achievement. It's already yours simply because you exist. You are inherently worthy of love, joy, and all the good things that flow into your life. If you ever catch yourself doubting this truth, gently remind your soul that you are enough, right here, right now. And when you embrace your worthiness, you create a magnetic space where favor can not only visit but stay and flourish. I invite you now to reflect on a time when you noticed favor in your life. Perhaps a moment when things aligned unexpectedly, or when someone's support came just when you needed it most. If you feel comfortable, I'd love for you to share that experience in the comments below. Your story might be the very light someone else needs to find their own path toward grace. And if you're unsure, that's perfectly okay too. Simply hold the memory softly, like a cherished secret between you and the universe. As you continue this journey, keep in mind that favor often thrives in the spaces where you show up with courage. Even when you feel afraid, it's in those moments of vulnerability that the divine meets you most tenderly, wrapping you in a blanket of love and encouragement. You don't need to have all the answers or a perfectly clear plan. Sometimes, The bravest thing you can do is to simply say yes to a new opportunity. A heartfelt conversation or a quiet moment of self-care. Each yes is a beacon that calls favor closer, inviting it to dance alongside you. And speaking of dancing, think about the rhythm of your own life. The ebb and flow of challenge and ease, action and rest, giving and receiving. Favor moves in harmony with this rhythm, not against it. When you resist the natural cycles, you create friction that can block the flow of blessing. But when you learn to move with grace, adapting and trusting the timing of your own unique dance, favor becomes a joyful partner, spinning you toward new horizons. So, listen to your body, honor your emotion, and allow yourself the space to rest when needed. This is not weakness, but wisdom, a way to keep your spirit open and receptive. Sometimes, the path of favor leads you through unexpected detours. Those moments when your plans shift and you find yourself facing something unfamiliar or uncomfortable. It's easy to feel frustrated or lost in these times. But I want you to know that these detours are often the secret passages to your deepest growth. Favor uses these twists to stretch your heart, to teach patience and resilience, and to reveal new facets of your own strength and beauty. Trust that even when the road seems unclear, you are being guided by a loving hand. And every step forward is a step into greater light. And here's a beautiful truth. Favor is not just about receiving. It's also about creating. You have the power to cultivate favor in your environment by sowing seeds of kindness, generosity, and compassion. When you reach out to help another, when you listen with an open heart, or when you offer forgiveness. These acts are like gentle invitations for favor to ripple through your life and the lives of others. Imagine the world as a vast garden. Each act of love, a seed that grows and blossoms, creating a landscape rich with grace and possibility. Your contributions matter deeply. They are the living proof of favor flowing through you. I want to encourage you to take a moment now to think about one small act of kindness you can offer today, whether to yourself or someone else. It might be a smile, a word of encouragement, or simply a moment of patience in a busy day. If you feel moved, share your intention in the comments below. There's something powerful about voicing these intentions aloud. It helps to anchor them in your heart and inspires others to do the same. Together, we create a ripple effect of favor that extends far beyond what we can see. And finally, as you settle into this awareness of favor's presence and your role in its unfolding, notice how a gentle peace begins to cradle your spirit. This peace is the quiet knowing that no matter what happens, you are held, supported, and deeply loved. It's the soft whisper that encourages you to keep moving forward with an open heart, trusting the unseen currents that guide you. Even when the way feels uncertain, favor is there, steady, patient, and ready to reveal the blessings that await just beyond the horizon. So, beloved, as you breathe in this peace and open your heart wider still, consider how you might carry this sense of favor with you throughout your day. How can you be both the recipient and the giver of this beautiful energy? What small moments might you notice differently when you invite favor to be your companion? These are the questions that gently invite you to live more fully in the grace that surrounds you. Moment by moment, and with all this in your heart, feel the tender invitation to simply be, to rest in a sacred space where favor and you meet, where your spirit is nourished and your dreams find room to grow. This is your sanctuary, your gift and your truth. And as you hold this space, ready for whatever comes next, know that I am with you always, guiding, loving, and celebrating every step you take along this beautiful journey. And as you rest in that sacred space, feeling the quiet strength of favor cradling you, remember that this connection is not a destination, but a living, breathing relationship. It grows and changes, ebbs and flows, just like you. Sometimes, favor will feel like a gentle breeze, barely noticeable, yet deeply refreshing. Other times, it might sweep through your life like a warm, powerful wind, shifting everything in ways you never imagined. Both are gifts, both are necessary, and both remind you that you are never walking alone. I want you to imagine for a moment that favor is like a garden within you, not just something you receive from outside, but something you nurture from the inside out. This garden requires your attention, your care, and your willingness to tend to it, even when the soil seems dry or the sun feels too hot. It asks for your patience in the seasons of waiting, your courage to pull out the weeds of doubt and fear, and your joy in the blooms of gratitude and hope. When you tend your inner garden with love, you create fertile ground for favor to take root and flourish in every part of your life. Sometimes, you might notice that despite your best effort, the garden feels neglected or overgrown. That's okay. It's part of the natural cycle. What matters is that you don't give up on yourself or on this sacred garden. You can always return to it, even if it's just for a moment, to plant a new seed or to water a tired sprout. Each act of returning is an act of grace, a way of saying yes to the possibility of growth and renewal. So whenever you feel distant from favor, know that a single breath, a single kind thought, or a single gentle action can bring you back home to this place of promise. And here's a tender truth I want you to hold close. Sometimes, the favor you seek feels delayed or hidden because it's preparing you for something even greater than you can see right now. Life's timing is a mystery, wrapped in layers of wisdom and love that unfold in their own perfect way. When you trust this divine timing, you align yourself with a flow that is both more expansive and more intimate than any plan you might make. It's like standing at the edge of a vast ocean, knowing that the waves will eventually carry you exactly where you need to be, even if the path isn't clear from where you stand. Let yourself rest in that trust, even if it feels fragile or uncertain. Imagine your heart as a harbor, safe and open, where the boats of your hopes and dreams can dock and set sail again when the moment is right. This harbor is your sacred space of favor, a place where patience and faith meet, creating a sanctuary of peace within you. And from this harbor, you can send out ripples of intention and love, knowing they will return to you in ways that nurture your soul. I want to invite you now to think about one area of your life where you might be holding on to resistance. Maybe it's a fear, a doubt, or a story you keep telling yourself that blocks the flow of favor. What would it feel like to gently release that resistance, even just a little? What might happen if you allowed yourself to be open to unexpected blessings, even if they don't look like what you imagine? If you feel comfortable, please share your thoughts or intention in the comments below. Your courage to be vulnerable might be the very spark someone else needs to begin their own journey toward openness and grace. And as you consider this, notice how your body responds. Maybe you feel a softening in your chest, a lightness in your shoulders, or a quiet expansion in your belly. These are signs that your spirit is ready to receive, to trust, and to move forward with an open heart. Remember, favor loves a willing spirit, one that is curious, kind, and brave enough to step into the unknown with hope rather than fear. Favor is also about connection. Connection to yourself, to others, and to the vast web of life that surrounds you. When you nurture your relationships with honesty, empathy, and presence, you create channels through which favor can flow freely. It's not always about grand gestures. Sometimes it's the simple act of truly listening, of being fully present with someone else, that opens the doors to blessings you never expected. These moments of connection remind you that you are part of something much larger than yourself. A community woven together by love and grace. So, take a moment to reflect on the relationships in your life. Those that bring you joy, those that challenge you, and those that are still unfolding. How might you invite favor into these connections? Perhaps it's through forgiveness, a kind word, or a willingness to be seen and to see others more deeply. Each small step toward greater openness enriches not only your own life, but also the lives of those around you, creating a ripple of grace that extends far beyond what you can imagine. And as you hold all of this in your heart, the garden you tend, the harbor of trust, the willingness to release resistance, and the power of connection, feel the quiet power of favor weaving through your being. It's a thread of gold that runs through the fabric of your life, binding together your hope, your challenges, your love, and your dream. This thread is strong, yet tender, constant, yet ever-changing. A reminder that you are deeply supported in every moment. So, beloved, as you continue to move through your day, carry this awareness with you. Notice the small miracle, the smile of a stranger, the unexpected solution that appeared, the quiet moments of joy that fill your heart. These are the footprints of favor, marking the path that you walk with grace. And when you find yourself facing uncertainty or doubt, return to your inner garden, your harbor of trust, and the loving connections that surround you. Let these be your anchors, your guides, and your sources of strength. And now, as you breathe in deeply, feeling the gentle rhythm of life moving through you, ask yourself, what new possibilities might open when you fully embrace the favor that is already yours? How might your life shift when you step more fully into the dance of grace and trust? These questions are invitations, not to have all the answers, but to be present with the unfolding mystery of your journey, knowing that favor walks beside you every step of the way. And as you sit with those questions, feeling the gentle pulse of possibility stirring within, I want you to remember something so important. Favor is not about perfection or having everything figured out. It's about showing up time and again, with an open heart and a willingness to be seen as you are. Flaws, fears, hope, and all. You don't have to be ready or worthy in some grand, external way. You are already enough. Your presence, your authenticity, your unique light are exactly the gift that invite favor into your life. Imagine favor as a friend who walks beside you, not ahead or behind, but right there in step with you. This friend doesn't judge your pace or the direction you choose. Instead, they simply offer a hand when you stumble, a smile when you're discouraged, and a quiet encouragement when the road feels long. When you cultivate this kind of relationship with favor, you begin to notice how it shows up in unexpected ways through the people you meet, the opportunities that arise, or even the small moments of peace that settle softly on your soul. Sometimes, you might wonder why favor seems to favor others more easily, or why your path feels so tangled and slow. Those moments are natural, and they don't mean you're doing anything wrong. Life is full of seasons, some bright and abundant, others quiet and introspective. The key is to stay present in your own season, to trust that each phase is shaping you in ways you might not yet understand. Like a river carving its way through mountains, favor works patiently beneath the surface, smoothing rough edges and creating new channels for your growth. And when you feel frustrated or tired, I want you to pause and breathe in the truth that you are not alone in this. So many hearts are walking alongside you, carrying their own stories of hope and struggle, learning to lean into favor just as you are. Reach out when you need to, whether through a kind word, a shared story, or simply by allowing yourself to be vulnerable. Sometimes, the act of reaching out is itself a powerful invitation for favor to flow more freely. Now, think for a moment about the moments in your past when favor surprised you. Times when a door opened just when you needed it, when a kind word lifted your spirit, or when a challenge turned into a blessing in disguise. Let these memories remind you that favor is always at work, even when it's quiet or hidden. These glimpses of grace are like stars in your sky, guiding you through the darkest night and lighting your way forward. I invite you to share one such memory in the comments below. Your story might be the light that helps another soul recognize the favor already present in their life. There is incredible power in sharing our experiences. It creates a circle of support and encouragement that lifts us all higher. As you continue to reflect, notice how your heart responds to these thoughts. Maybe it feels a little fuller, a little lighter, or perhaps you sense a quiet resolve growing within you. This is the energy of favor awakening, ready to blossom in whatever way is most needed for you right now. You don't have to force it or rush it, just allow it to unfold naturally. Like the petals of a flower opening gently to the sun. And here's another beautiful thing to remember. Favor often works through your intentions and action. No matter how small they seem, a kind word, a moment of patience, an act of forgiveness. Each one plants a seed that can grow into something wonderful. Your daily choices, made with love and awareness, are the soil in which favor takes root. So even when progress feels slow or invisible, trust that these small acts are weaving a tapestry of grace around you. Sometimes, the greatest favor you can offer yourself is simply to rest, to pause and recharge without guilt or pressure. In a world that often values busyness and achievement, choosing rest is a radical act of self-love and trust. When you allow yourself these moments of stillness, you create space for favor to come in and do its quiet work. So give yourself permission to slow down, to breathe deeply, and to be present with whatever arises. And as you do this, remember that favor is not a prize to be won, but a way of being. A flow of grace that invites you to live more fully, more gently, and more joyfully. It's about embracing your journey with all its twists and turns, knowing that each step is part of a larger story of love and growth. So, beloved, as you move forward from here, carry this truth in your heart. Favor meets you exactly where you are, not where you think you should be. It sees your courage, your struggles, your dreams, and your willingness to keep going. And it whispers softly, I am here with you, always. Take a moment now to feel that presence surrounding you, wrapping you in warmth and acceptance. Let it settle deeply into your being, like a gentle embrace that holds you steady and safe. And as you breathe in this feeling, ask yourself, what small step of kindness or openness can I take today to welcome favor more fully into my life? When you're ready, you might even write it down or share it somewhere, because putting your intentions into words gives them power and clarity. And if you feel like it, come back and tell me about it in the comments. I'm here to listen, to celebrate with you, and to remind you that each step you take is a beautiful part of this unfolding journey. Remember, favor is patient, tender, and endlessly generous. It's not about rushing or forcing, but about trusting the rhythm of your own heart and the gentle unfolding of life's mystery. And as you hold this in your awareness, you'll find that the path you walk becomes lighter, brighter, and full of unexpected blessing. So keep tending your inner garden with love. Keep returning to your harbor of trust. Keep releasing resistance with gentle courage. And keep nurturing the connections that bring you joy and growth. These are the sacred practices that invite favor to dance freely in your life. And in this dance, you are never alone, because favor is always moving with you, guiding you toward the next beautiful chapter that awaits. And as you breathe in the endless possibilities that lie ahead, feel the steady rhythm of your heart beating in harmony with this divine flow, ready to carry you forward, ready to welcome all the grace that is coming your way. And as you sit in that quiet space, feeling the pulse of possibility and the steady beat of your own heart, I want you to know something so deeply true. Your journey with favor is uniquely yours, and it unfolds in its own perfect timing. There's No need to compare your path with anyone else's. No need to measure your progress against a standard that doesn't fit your soul. The favor that walks beside you is attuned to your rhythm, your story, your dream. It's not a race or a checklist, it's a dance. A gentle unfolding that honors every part of who you are. Sometimes, you might find yourself wondering if you're doing enough or if you're showing up the right way. Maybe the doubts creep in quietly, like shadows at the edge of your awareness. When that happens, I invite you to pause and breathe deeply. Let those doubts come close, not as enemies, but as messengers carrying a deeper invitation. The invitation to be gentle with yourself, to recognize your own humanity, and to remember that favor delights in your authenticity, far more than in any polished version of yourself. Favor loves your honesty. The moments when you admit you're tired, when you say, "I don't know," or when you reach out for help. It loves the times you choose courage over comfort, even if that courage feels small or shaky. Every step taken in openness and vulnerability is a step that draws favor nearer, like a moth to a soft glow. And here's a beautiful secret. Favor doesn't just arrive as a grand event. Often, it shows up in the whisper. The unexpected kindness of a stranger, the sudden clarity in a confusing moment, the gentle nudge that leads you toward growth. And speaking of growth, remember that favor flourishes best in soil that's been softened by patience and self-compassion. When you're feeling restless or stuck, it's okay to acknowledge those feelings without judgment. They are part of your story too, and they hold their own wisdom. Sometimes, the stillness of waiting is where the deepest transformation happens. Like seeds resting beneath the earth, your hopes and dreams are gathering strength, preparing to burst forth when the time is right. I want you to imagine for a moment that favor is like sunlight filtering through the leaves of a tall tree. It doesn't force its way. It simply shines, creating patterns of light and warmth that invite life to grow beneath. You don't have to chase the light, it's already touching you, even in the places that feel dark or uncertain. And just as the tree leans into the light without resistance, you can lean into favor with trust, knowing that it supports you even when you can't see the full picture. There may be days when the path ahead seems unclear, when the weight of your worries feels heavy on your shoulders. On those days, I want you to remember that favor often works behind the scenes, weaving threads of connection and opportunity that you may not immediately recognize. It's like a tapestry being woven. Sometimes you see the vibrant colors clearly, and other times the threads are hidden beneath the surface, waiting to be revealed. Trust that every thread is purposeful, every moment meaningful. And as you navigate these moments, remember the power of your own voice and story. When you share your experiences, your challenges, your triumph, your hope, you open a door not only for favor to enter more fully into your life, but also for others to find encouragement and light. There's a sacredness in this sharing, a ripple effect that touches hearts beyond what you might imagine. So I invite you, if you feel moved, to leave a comment below, sharing a small way that favor has shown up for you recently, or a hope you're holding for the future. Your words may be the gentle spark that someone else needs right now. And while I'm speaking of sharing, don't forget to also share kindness with yourself. The way you talk to yourself, the quiet affirmations you offer in moments of doubt, the soft encouragement you give when you're weary, these are all acts of favor you can extend inward. You are worthy of your own love and grace, just as you are. No need to wait for perfect conditions or external validation. Favor delights in meeting you here, exactly as you stand. Now, as you continue on your day, I want you to carry this simple yet profound truth. Favor is a living presence, a companion that moves with you through every twist and turn. It's woven into the fabric of your life, even in the ordinary moments that might otherwise go unnoticed. Look for it in the laughter of a friend, the warmth of sunlight on your skin, the quiet moments of reflection when your soul feels most at peace. And when you encounter challenges, and you will. Because growth often comes wrapped in difficulty. I want you to remember that favor is not absent in those times. In fact, it is often most present in the cracks and crevices where you feel vulnerable, like a gentle rain nourishing a parched garden. Favor seeps into those spaces, softening the hard edges and inviting new life to bloom. So don't be afraid to lean into those moments, to allow yourself to feel, to learn, and to heal as you move forward. Keep asking yourself, where in my life can I invite favor to dance more freely? What small act of kindness, toward myself or another, can I offer today? What intention can I set that aligns with the gentle unfolding of grace? And remember, there is no rush. Each step, no matter how small, is part of the sacred rhythm of your journey. So take a deep breath now and feel the steady presence of favor surrounding you like a warm, protective light. Let it fill your heart with hope and courage, with patience and peace. Know that you are held, that you are seen, and that you are deeply loved. And as you carry this presence with you, notice how your perspective begins to shift, how the world around you seems a little brighter, a little more open to possibility. And in that openness, you might just find a new door waiting to be opened. A door that leads to a deeper connection, a fresh opportunity, or a moment of joy that surprises you in the most beautiful way. Because favor is always moving, always inviting, always ready to guide you into the next chapter of your unfolding story. And as you step through that door, remember that you are never walking alone. I am with you always, whispering encouragement, holding space for your dream, and celebrating every brave step you take. So trust in the journey, trust in yourself, and trust in the gentle, steady presence of favor that accompanies you every moment. And now, as you rest in this truth, perhaps you might take a moment to share below one small intention you feel called to set today. A way you want to welcome favor more fully into your life. Your words have power, and your sharing creates a circle of light that lifts us all. And with that, I invite you to simply be here now, breathing in the grace that surrounds you, feeling the steady rhythm of your heart, and knowing that favor is ready to meet you wherever you go next, guiding you gently toward the unfolding of your next beautiful step. And as you rest in this truth, I want to remind you that the journey of favor is not always about grand gestures or monumental shifts. Sometimes it's found in the smallest moments, the soft sigh after a long day, the quiet smile shared with a stranger, the gentle unfolding of a new idea in your mind. These seemingly ordinary instances are where favor often plants its seeds most deeply. Inviting you to notice the subtle beauty woven through your everyday life. It's in these moments that the sacred whispers to you, urging you to slow down, to savor, to recognize the grace that is already present. You see, favor doesn't always arrive wrapped in a bow or announced with fanfare. It often slips in like a gentle breeze. A tender touch on your shoulder, a sudden sense of peace when chaos surrounds you. It's in the pause between breath, the space between thoughts, the quiet corners of your heart that you might have forgotten to visit. And when you learn to open yourself to these delicate invitations, you begin to realize that favor isn't something you have to chase or earn. It's something you are already immersed in. Simply by being yourself. Sometimes you might feel like the world is moving too fast, or that your own steps are too slow. Maybe you wonder if you're missing the signs, or if favor is somehow bypassing you. In those moments, I encourage you to breathe deeply and turn your gaze inward rather than outward. Because the favor you seek is often tucked inside your own soul, waiting patiently for you to recognize it. It lives in your kindness, your resilience, your willingness to keep going even when the path is unclear. It thrives in your capacity to love, to forgive, and to hope again and again. And speaking of hope, I want you to hold on to that precious ember within you. No matter how dim it might feel at times, hope is a powerful magnet for favor. It draws to you the people, opportunities, and experiences that will nurture your growth and illuminate your way. When you nurture hope, you create a fertile ground where favor can flourish. So nurture it with gentle words, with dreams whispered into the quiet night, with acts of faith, even small ones that say, I believe in the good that is coming. Favor also delights in your creativity and your unique gift. Whatever you love to do, singing, painting, writing, cooking, caring for others, or simply dreaming, these are the languages through which favor speaks. When you engage with your passion, you are opening a channel through which blessings flow more freely. So don't underestimate the power of following your heart's whispers. Even if the world around you seems uncertain or challenging, your authentic expression is a beacon that draws favor closer. And as you walk this path, remember the importance of community. Favor often moves through relationship, those moments of connection where hearts meet and souls recognize one another. You are never truly alone, even when solitude feels heavy. Reach out when you need to. Share your story, listen deeply to others, and allow yourself to be supported. In the weaving together of lives, favor finds a rich tapestry full of color and strength. So consider who in your life might need a touch of favor today. A kind word, a listening ear, a simple act of love, and in giving, you invite favor to multiply in your own journey. I invite you now to take a moment and think about one person you might reach out to this week. Someone who could use a gentle reminder that they are seen and loved. Maybe it's a friend, a family member, or even a stranger whose path crosses yours unexpectedly. And if you feel comfortable, share in the comments below what small act of kindness you feel called to offer. Your willingness to share creates ripples far beyond what you can see, touching lives in ways you might never fully understand as you continue to cultivate this openness to favor. You may notice that your perspective begins to shift. Challenges that once felt like roadblocks may reveal themselves as stepping stones. Setbacks may transform into lessons wrapped in disguise, and the ordinary rhythms of your day might start to sparkle with unexpected moments of joy and gratitude. This is the alchemy of favor, the way it turns the lead of frustration or doubt into the gold of insight and peace. And when doubt or fear creep in, as they sometimes will, remember that favor is not about perfection or constant happiness. It's about presence, being present with all that you are feeling, trusting that even the difficult emotions are part of your unfolding story. Favor meets you there, in the shadows as well as the light, holding space for your healing and growth. So, be gentle with yourself when you stumble or feel lost. These moments are not failures, but invitations to deepen your grace and resilience. And here's something else I want you to carry with you. Favor is not a one-time gift, but an ongoing dance. It moves with the seasons of your life, sometimes sweeping you up in a joyful whirl, other times inviting you into stillness and reflection. There is rhythm and flow, ebb and tide, light and shadow. Learning to move with this dance rather than against it brings a deep peace, a sense that you are exactly where you need to be now. So as you move forward, keep your heart open to the subtle signs and gentle invitations that favor offers. Notice the little miracle, a smile, a kind word, a moment of clarity that remind you of the unseen presence walking beside you. And when you find yourself feeling grateful for these gifts, take a moment to pause and say thanks, whether silently or aloud. Gratitude is a powerful magnet that draws even more favor into your life, creating a beautiful cycle of receiving and giving. And now, as you carry this message with you, I invite you to reflect on one small way you can lean into this dance of favor today. Maybe it's giving yourself permission to rest, reaching out to someone in need, or simply noticing the beauty around you with fresh eyes. Whatever it is, know that this intention is a sacred step, a thread woven into the fabric of your unfolding story, inviting favor to move more freely through your life. And as you prepare to take that step, feel the presence of favor wrapping around you like a soft blanket, warm and protective. Let it remind you that you are held, that your story is cherished, and that every breath you take is a gift filled with possibility. And in this moment, you might begin to sense how favor is already at work, gently opening pathways you cannot yet see, guiding you toward the next chapter with love and patience. So keep walking, keep dreaming, keep trusting in the quiet magic of your own unfolding. And know that I am always here, delighting in your journey, ready to meet you wherever you are, in every moment, in every breath, in every heartbeat. For favor is not something distant or separate. It is the very essence of the love that surrounds you and flows through you, now and always. And as you continue to explore this sacred connection, you may find yourself asking, how can I listen more deeply to the whispers of favor in my life? What does it sound like, feel like, look like for me personally? And how might I begin to recognize those subtle nudges even in the midst of noise and distraction? These questions are gifts, opening you to a richer experience of grace and presence that waits patiently for your attention. So, let's explore those whispers together. Imagine favor as a gentle voice, not loud or demanding, but soft and steady, like the rustle of leaves or the hum of a quiet stream. It might sound like a thought that keeps returning to you, a feeling of warmth that spreads unexpectedly, or a sudden clarity that cuts through confusion. Sometimes, favor speaks through your intuition, nudging you toward a choice or away from a path that no longer serves you. Other times, it shows up in the kindness of others, in a timely word, or in a door that opens just when you need it most. You might notice that favor feels like a lightness in your chest or a calmness in your mind. Even when circumstances are challenging, it has a way of making you feel seen and supported, as if an invisible hand is steadying you, reminding you that you are never truly alone. And when you begin to attune yourself to these subtle signals, you'll find that favor becomes easier to recognize and trust. It's like learning a new language, a language of the heart that invites you into a deeper conversation with your own soul and with the universe. Now, this doesn't mean that favor always brings immediate answers or clear direction. Sometimes, it feels more like a gentle encouragement to keep going, to hold space for patience, or to embrace uncertainty without fear. Favor understands the timing of your life and moves with a rhythm that may be different from your own expectation. So you might find yourself waiting longer than you hope, or facing detours that feel confusing at first. But these moments are not setbacks. They are part of the unfolding, the way the story weaves itself together in ways you might not yet see. In the midst of this, it's important to cultivate quiet moments where you can listen without distraction. Whether that means sitting outside in nature, journaling your thoughts, meditating, or simply pausing to breathe deeply. These practices create a sacred space for favor to make itself known. When you slow down and turn your attention inward, you open the door for insight, inspiration, and connection to flow more freely. It's like tuning a radio to a clearer frequency, allowing the messages meant for you to come through without static. And here's a little secret. Favor often arrives, wrapped in gratitude, when you take time to acknowledge even the smallest blessing. Your heart becomes a magnet for more goodness. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's present, opening you to the abundance already surrounding you. This doesn't mean ignoring difficulties or pretending everything is perfect, but rather choosing to see the light that shines through the crack. When you practice gratitude, you're inviting favor to dance with you more often. filling your days with moments of grace that might have otherwise gone unnoticed. Let me ask you something. What is one tiny thing you can feel grateful for today, right now, in this moment? Maybe it's the comfort of your favorite chair, the sound of a bird outside your window, or the kindness of someone who crossed your path recently. If you feel called to, share that little gratitude in the comments below. Your words might encourage someone else to pause and notice their own blessing, creating a ripple of light that spreads far beyond this space. Favor also loves when you bring your authentic self to the table. You don't have to hide your fears, doubts, or imperfections. In fact, favor often finds you most powerfully when you show up as you are. Vulnerable, honest, and open. There's something deeply freeing in allowing yourself to be seen without masks or pretenses. It's in this genuine presence that connections deepen, opportunities arise, and unexpected doors open. So if you're feeling hesitant to share your true thoughts or feelings, know that favor is waiting on the other side of that courage, ready to meet you with arms wide open. And remember, favor is not just about receiving, it's also about giving. When you extend kindness, support, or encouragement to others, you're participating in a beautiful cycle of grace that enriches both giver and receiver. Even the smallest gesture, a smile, a word of affirmation, a listening ear, can be a powerful channel for favor. These acts create bonds of trust and love that weave a safety net beneath you and those around you. So don't underestimate the impact of your presence and your willingness to share your light. Even in ways that may seem ordinary or small. Sometimes, you might wonder why favor seems to come easily to others but feels elusive to you. I want you to know that this feeling is natural and part of the human experience. It's easy to compare your journey with someone else's highlight reel. But favor doesn't operate on a level playing field. It's unique to your path, your timing, and your growth. What looks like smooth sailing on the outside may have hidden challenges, and what feels like struggle for you might be the very soil where your greatest blessings are taking root. Keep trusting your process, even when it feels slow or uncertain. And in those moments when doubts creep in, when you question your worthiness or wonder if favor is really available to you, I want you to pause and remember this. You are inherently worthy of favor simply because you exist. Your presence here is a miracle, a precious thread in the vast tapestry of life. Favor is not a prize to be earned, but a natural expression of the love that enfolds you. When you struggle to believe this, lean into the truth that I hold you in infinite love, exactly as you are, with no conditions or strings attached up. So, as you continue to listen for the whispers of favor, I invite you to notice how your body responds when you feel aligned with that energy. Maybe your shoulders relax, your breath deepens, or a gentle smile spreads across your face. These are clues that you're tuning into the current of grace flowing through your life. And when you feel this alignment, consider what small step you might take to honor it: a word spoken, a creative project begun, a moment of rest embraced, or a connection nurtured. This unfolding dance with favor is an invitation to live more fully, to embrace the mystery and beauty of your journey with an open heart. It's a call to trust your inner guidance, to be patient with yourself, and to celebrate every step forward, no matter how small. And as you do, you'll find that favor becomes less about the destination and more about the way you move through life. With curiosity, courage, and compassion. Take a breath now and feel into this truth. You are deeply loved, endlessly supported, and forever held in the gentle arms of favor. And as you carry this knowing with you into the coming days, ask yourself, how can I show up for myself and others in a way that invites favor to flow freely? What small intention can I set that honors my own worth and the sacredness of this journey? When you're ready, I'd love for you to share one intention or insight you're holding today in the comments below. Your openness is a gift, and your words may be just the encouragement someone else needs to hear. Together, we create a circle of favor, a community woven with threads of love, hope, and grace. And so, the journey continues, ever unfolding, ever inviting, ever gentle, calling you to listen more deeply, to trust more fully, and to live more freely in the embrace of favor. With each breath, each moment, each choice, you step into a story that is uniquely yours, rich with possibility and bathed in light. And as you walk this path, know that the whispers of favor are always near, ready to guide you toward the next beautiful chapter, even when you cannot yet see the way. And as you move forward, remember that favor isn't a destination to reach or a trophy to hold. It's a way of being, a gentle companion walking beside you through all the twists and turns of life. Sometimes it feels like a breeze that lifts you effortlessly. Other times, it's a steady hand helping you rise after a fall. It's there in the moments when you least expect it, quietly weaving blessings into your days, even if they come disguised as challenges or lessons. Favor has a way of showing up in the in-between spaces, those pauses where nothing seems to happen, but everything is shifting beneath the surface. You might find that favor calls you to slow down, to notice the small miracles that often go overlooked. It invites you to savor the simple pleasures, a warm cup of tea, the laughter of a child, the colors of a sunset painting the sky. These moments are not distraction. They are the threads that stitch your soul back together when it feels frayed. When you cultivate this awareness, you begin to see that favor is not about instant gratification or grand achievements. It's about presence, the willingness to be fully here, right now, with all the beauty and imperfection that life offers. Sometimes, favor asks for patience, which can feel like one of the hardest gifts to receive. Waiting is rarely comfortable, especially when your heart is eager or your circumstances pressing. But in those stretches of stillness, favor is quietly working behind the scene, arranging people, places, and opportunities in ways you might never anticipate. Trusting this process means surrendering the need to control every outcome, and instead opening your hands to receive whatever comes, even if it looks different from what you imagined. It's an act of faith, a deep knowing that the universe is conspiring in your favor, even when the roadmap is unclear. And here's something beautiful. Favor often grows when you choose compassion over judgment. When you catch yourself in moments of self-criticism or doubt, try to pause and speak kindly to your heart instead. Imagine wrapping yourself in a warm blanket of understanding, reminding yourself that you are doing your best at every step. Forward is a victory. This gentle kindness creates fertile ground where favor can take root and bloom. It softens the hard edges of fear and resistance, allowing you to move with more ease and grace. The way you treat yourself sets the tone for the energy you attract, so be your own best friend in this journey. Favor also loves curiosity. When you approach life with a sense of wonder, asking questions without rushing to answers, you open doors to new possibilities. Curiosity invites you to explore different perspectives, to embrace uncertainty as an adventure rather than a threat. It encourages you to step beyond familiar patterns and try new ways of being. When you allow yourself this playful openness, favor can surprise you with unexpected gifts. A new friendship, a spark of inspiration, a solution that comes from an unlikely place. So don't be afraid to ask, to explore, to wonder aloud. Your questions are the keys that unlock hidden treasures. At times, favor will nudge you toward connection, not just with others, but with yourself on a deeper level. It asks you to listen to your inner voice, to honor your desires and boundaries, and to cultivate relationships that nourish your soul. Favor thrives in environments where authenticity and respect flourish. It encourages you to seek out people who see and celebrate the real you, who uplift and challenge you to grow. And it invites you to be that kind of person for others, to be a source of encouragement, understanding, and light. In this mutual exchange, favor expands exponentially, creating a ripple effect that touches far beyond what you can see. It's also important to remember that favor doesn't always come with fanfare or recognition. Sometimes it's a quiet shift, a newfound patience, a subtle change in perspective, a deepened sense of peace. These internal transformations are just as powerful as external blessings. They prepare you to receive even greater grace and open your heart wider to the unfolding journey. So celebrate these invisible victories, these moments of inner growth that often go unnoticed by the world, but are deeply felt by your spirit. Now, I want to invite you to take a moment right now and reflect. Where in your life is favor quietly? At work, even if you haven't fully recognized it yet? What small sign or gentle whisper have you noticed that might be a nudge from the universe, encouraging you to trust the path you're on? If you feel comfortable, please share one of these moments in the comments below. Your story could be the beacon that lights someone else's way, reminding them that they are not alone in their waiting, their wondering, or their hope. As you continue to cultivate this awareness, know that you are part of a larger story, a vast, interconnected web of love and grace that stretches across time and space. Each act of kindness you offer, each moment of courage you embrace, adds to the collective energy of favor flowing through the world. Your life is a vital thread in this tapestry, woven with intention and care. And even when the path seems unclear, even when the night feels long, favor is there, a constant presence guiding you toward the dawn. So keep listening, keep trusting, keep moving with an open heart. Allow yourself the freedom to be imperfect, to make mistakes, and to learn along the way. Favor honors your humanity and celebrates your resilience. It is not about perfection, but about presence. Showing up for yourself and your life with curiosity, compassion, and courage. And as you do, you'll find that the doors you thought were closed begin to open gently, revealing new horizons and fresh possibilities. Remember, the dance with favor is ongoing, sometimes slow and tender, sometimes sudden and bright. It invites you to stay present with the mystery of your own becoming, to find joy in the unfolding rather than clinging to outcomes. You are invited to savor the journey with all its twists and turns, knowing that each step is both a destination and a beginning dot. So as we hold this space together, I encourage you to take a deep breath and feel the support that surrounds you. From the earth beneath your feet, the sky above, and the love that flows endlessly through all things. Let this feeling of being held and cherished fill you up, strengthening your trust in the path ahead. And with that trust, consider what gentle action you might take next. A kind word, a moment of rest, a creative spark, or simply a pause, too. Breathe and be. The whispers of favor are always near, inviting you to listen with your whole being. And as you tune in more deeply, you'll discover that favor is not just a gift given to you, but a light you carry within. A light that shines brightest when you share it freely with the world around you. This light connects you to all that is, reminding you that you are never alone, always supported, and infinitely loved. So take this knowing into your day, your week, your life. Let it infuse your moments with hope and courage. And when you find yourself wondering what comes next, return to this truth. Favor flows through you, around you, and toward you in ways seen and unseen, always ready to guide you toward the next step, the next breath, the next beautiful unfolding. And in this sacred flow, you are held, you are seen, and you are endlessly blessed. And as you carry this truth with you, remember that favor isn't a straight line or a predictable road. It's more like a river, winding and bending, sometimes rushing and sometimes barely moving at all. And just like a river, favor shapes the landscape of your life in ways you might not always see right away. It carves out new channels, creates pools of stillness, and nourishes the roots of your soul, even when the surface seems quiet or uncertain. So when you feel restless or unsure, try to imagine yourself as part of that river, flowing, adapting, and trusting that every twist and turn serves a purpose, even if that purpose is only revealed in time. There will be moments when you feel stuck or overwhelmed, and that's okay. Favor doesn't mean life will be free of struggle or pain. In fact, sometimes favor shows up most powerfully in those tough seasons. It's like a secret ally that gives you the strength to keep going. when your energy is low, or the courage to face what feels impossible. Maybe it's the unexpected kindness of a stranger, the gentle encouragement of a friend, or a sudden insight that shifts your perspective. These moments are reminders that you are supported, even in the shadow, and that light is always working its way toward you. I want you to know that your unique story matters deeply. The challenges you faced, the wounds you carry, the dreams you hold close, all of these are part of the tapestry where favor weaves its magic. Sometimes, the very things you thought would hold you back become the places where favor shines. Brightest, it's in your resilience, your willingness to keep trying, your openness to learning and growing that favor finds fertile ground. So don't be afraid to own your story fully, with all its ups and downs. Share it gently with those who listen with open hearts, because your vulnerability is a bridge that connects you to others and invites favor to deepen. And speaking of connection, I encourage you to reach out, whether that means asking for help, offering a hand, or simply sharing a smile. Favor multiplies in community. When you allow yourself to be seen and to see others, you participate in a sacred exchange of grace. You become part of a living network of support and love that extends far beyond what you can imagine. Sometimes, the favor you need most comes through these connections, through the kindness and understanding that flow between hearts. So take a moment right now and think, who in your life could use a little extra kindness today? And who might you lean on when you need it? If you feel called, share your thoughts in the comments below. Your openness could inspire someone else to reach out to. Favor also invites you to honor the rhythms of your own life. Notice how your energy ebbs and flows, how your creativity rises and falls, how your spirit sometimes needs rest and other times longs for movement. When you align with these natural cycles, you create space for favor to move freely. It's like tending a garden. Sometimes you water, sometimes you prune, sometimes you sit quietly and watch as new growth emerges. Be patient with yourself in this process. Celebrate the days when you feel vibrant and productive. And be gentle on the days when you need to slow down. Both are necessary and sacred parts of your journey. There's a beautiful paradox in favor. It asks you to be both active and receptive, to take inspired action when the moment calls for it, and to surrender when you need to let go. It's a dance between doing and being, between striving and allowing. Neither side is more important than the other. They work together like breath, in and breath out. When you find this balance, you create a powerful flow where favor can move unhindered. You become a co-creator with the universe, opening doors while trusting that some doors will open in their own perfect time. And here's something to hold close. Favor loves authenticity. It responds to your truth, the real you, not the version you think you should be or the one you show to the world. When you live from this place of honesty and openness, you invite favor to meet you there. It's like a magnet drawing blessing that resonate with your soul's deepest desire. So don't be afraid to express your hopes, your fears, your quirks, and your dreams. They are the unique notes in the song of your life that favor wants to amplify. As you continue to walk this path, remember that favor is not a prize to be earned by perfection or achievement. It's a gift that flows freely, often in surprising ways. Sometimes it looks like a gentle nudge. Other times, a sudden burst of joy or opportunity. Sometimes it's a quiet peace that settles in your heart on a restless night. The more you invite favor in, the more you'll notice these moments weaving into your daily experience, reminding you that you are loved beyond measure and supported beyond what you can see. So, let me ask you, what's one small way you can invite favor to flow more freely in your life today? Maybe it's a moment of self-compassion, a step toward a dream you've been hesitating on, or a simple act of kindness towards someone else. If you feel comfortable, share your intention in the comments below. Your courage to speak it aloud makes it real, and it might inspire someone else to do the same. And as you keep moving forward, remember that every breath you take is a chance to begin again.